You're listening to the AFTERBUZZ TV Network, now the largest new media platform on the web, and your number one source for after-show entertainment.
Very good, Keith Johnson.
From the AFTERBUZZ Studios in Los Angeles, California, presented by Maria Menounos and streaming live thanks to Akamai Technologies, this is AFTERBUZZ TV's Rising Star After Show. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all the latest news and gossip. And now, another post-game wrap-up show for your favorite TV show. It's AFTERBUZZ TV's Rising Star After Show.
Woo! Hello, everybody. You are watching and listening to AFTERBUZZ TV's Rising Star After Show. It's week 5, and it's the second week of the duels.
Woo.
Good episode, good episode. I'm Jason Ikeler.
I'm Heather Joy Smith.
Kylie is out sick tonight, but we're holding down the fort without her. You're hearing Kesha sing Blow, and if you stay tuned to the end of the podcast, you will hear Kesha meow Blow, and it's really good, I think.
It was pretty talented, I gotta admit.
Kesha's cat cult has caught on.
Yeah, she received a ginormous ball of yarn tonight from Josh.
That, I sometimes always feel like the producers take it, like, too far, so it takes away the fun. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like when a parent gets in on the joke.
Then it's not fun anymore.
Like,
you
once
just don't
our
wanna do
mom
it.
started saying YOLO, then we couldn't say it anymore.
Did your mom say YOLO?
No.
Oh.
I wish. That would be so good. What were your overall thoughts on the episode?
I thought tonight was really good because we had, I would say, probably the best of the best in performing tonight. And I think the duels that they had going up were so good. Like, I think they put people together who were similar but still different.
Yeah, I liked the pairings because I feel like the artists, like you said, that were the most alike, we don't need two of them in the competition.
No.
So it's kind of fun just to see them go head-to-head like that. So first up of the night was Gabriella Nicole, and she sang Ragdoll. How did you feel she did?
I gotta admit, it wasn't as good as her first performance, and I was a little disappointed.
That's how I feel because she killed it the first time. She was the one audition that I like told everybody, like, there's one girl in Rising Star that's insanely good. And I thought she started out kind of sloppy tonight. Yeah,
and we thought she was going to be the one who would probably go and win the whole entire thing.
Yeah. And so the last time I heard this song, like, covered was Amber Riley on Glee, and she, like, slays it. So that's what I'm comparing it to in my head. And I thought she had really good energy. Like, she looks like she's having fun.
Yes.
But her energy almost needed to be harnessed down because it made her lose her breath support.
Yeah, and it kind of goes back to you saying that she was a little sloppy. It was almost like it needed to be more choreographed, even though you don't really want it to be, but it was just kind of dancing all over the place and not really any direction to it.
Like, she looked like, oh my God, I'm super excited to be on TV, so I'm going to run over here and do all of this.
Yes.
And I think vocally, a song like that is really up-tempo, but you have to add your own contrast to it. You can't shout and wail the whole time, or there's nothing to look forward to, especially in a competition show.
Now, I'm curious when they did rehearsals, if the judges are in the rehearsals and saw her doing all these crazy movements and everything and said, like, oh, that's great, or hey, settle down, or if they weren't even in there.
I don't think they heard what we heard watching it. I don't know if they're in there when they're rehearsing.
Yeah.
But I bet when you're in there, she still sounds good and the energy's in the room. So it's not like us watching it where we can't see the crowd.
True.
And you have to remember that when you're performing on a show like this. Like, you're not performing for the audience, you're performing for the people watching. And I think that's what she got lost in.
Yeah. And to your point, too, it does sound very, very different in the studio than it does on TV.
Yeah. So I'm always interested to see, because sometimes I'll let you go in and watch it, and this time they didn't. She scored 49%, and so she was up against Macy Kate.
Yes.
And Macy Kate's the girl who performed the first week. She won the Instagram contest. And so she got a little bit more time to practice this, and she sang Demons by Imagine Dragons. I thought this was 100 times better than our audition.
Yes.
But I think the mix that we heard was off because her vocals were so loud that you couldn't even hear the music. But I'm not blaming her for that. That's the sound engineer's problem. I liked what Kesha told her about starting out with a big moment because your goal is to raise the wall.
Yes.
I would have saved that for the second time what were the words she sang? She sang Demons by Imagine Dragons.
So, like, start out and then go into that, like, midway through. Yeah, because she says
whatever the main phrase in the song is, like, 10 seconds into it. So I would have, like, that way there's some build, because it was almost just, like, she's saying that, and then the song starts out so soft and low that it was like, what just happened? But other than that, I thought this was so much better than her first time.
I agree. I wasn't very much a fan, as you guys know. I didn't like her at all the first time. And I gotta say, compared to the last time and this time, I love this.
Yeah.
Way more.
Just moving forward, she should work on more diction, because a lot of her words got lost in it. But that's something she can fix. And I like when people have things to work on, because then you have something to look forward to every week.
Exactly. And I like that she brought the piano into it as well.
Yeah, that made me have a lot more respect for her as an artist, actually.
Yeah.
So she got an 80%, which was
crazy.
Like 31% more than Gabriella Nicole.
Yeah, but only 2 of the 3 judges said yes, which I thought was interesting.
And to get that 80% without, who said no?
I'm not sure, actually. But
I know, I couldn't figure it
without
out.
that, that's amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, that would have been 87% if one of the judges would have voted.
I always wonder who benefits more, the person going first, who gets to interact with the audience, or the person going second, because in her instance, all she had to beat was 49%.
I think it just depends.
Yeah.
Because I was curious to see how this was going to work tonight, since I missed last week, to see how, if someone went first had the advantage or someone went second. And I really don't think it made a difference.
No, I guess if you do go first or second, you still have the opportunity for the West Coast to vote you through each week. So obviously Macy Kate won that battle. And I'm actually, after tonight, I still want her to trim down her weave. But I'm excited to see what's next for her.
Yeah, I am too.
Because I feel like she has a lot of star potential.
I think potential, exactly. We need a little grooming
Capital potential. But she's super cute. So the next battle was Sunette Simmons versus April Lockhart. And I actually, at first when they announced this battle, I'm like, why are they pairing these two together? Because of the age difference. But I feel like vocally they are kind of similar.
Yeah, I agree with you. I was a little curious, like, why they would pair these two, because Sunette has... Sonnet.
That's it. Sonnet
has been singing for years and years. She's almost twice April's age. And April, as she said tonight, has only been singing for 4 or 5 years and doesn't have the experience. But I was so impressed with April tonight.
Yeah. Do you want to talk about April first?
Sure.
Okay. So April went second, but we're just excited to talk about her. She sang Animal by Neon Trees. And she is so sassy when she sings. She reminds me... Her style is very like Hayley Williams from Paramore, but she has her own voice. Like, it's not like anybody else's.
I wrote down she had like a little growl in her voice tonight. Like, it was just like a little undertone, but it was just...
Do you know what's funny? That's the part I didn't like.
Really? I
wrote down,
that part.
Like, in the second verse, I thought she was manufacturing it, like forcing herself to have a growly voice, and I don't think she has one. And then I think what Sonnet did better than April is transition from her head voice to her falsetto, because I think when April did that, she didn't use enough breast support and she was super flat the whole time. But when she's just singing regular, I thought April started out a lot stronger. Actually, I thought they both did. Started out stronger and then got worse as it went. But she's so adorable that it didn't even bother me.
She's so cute.
And I like that, like, it's fun to see her do something up-tempo and fun like this, because we saw her just sit there with the guitar last time. So she was already showing us contrast.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, like, different genres that she's going to do throughout this entire show.
I hope they work with her on technique, because it is lacking. But I think if she can just get breath support down, she can win the whole thing.
Yeah, I mean, for all we know, she probably hasn't had a whole lot of vocal coaching.
Yeah.
Since she is so young. So hopefully this will kind of grow her and she'll catch on pretty quickly.
What would you like to see her do next?
I'd like to see something actually a little more poppy.
Okay. She was telling us tonight on the carpet that she wants to do Creep by Radiohead.
I don't see her doing that at all.
I could see her, though, if like with a piano and if you watch American Idol, Gina Irene did that on American Idol this season and killed it. And they kind of have similar voices. So that would be interesting to hear her do that. But I would also like to see her do, like, I don't know, like a song by like The Wanted or something, just like super poppy. Don't cover a female artist, because they're going to compare you to that. Yeah. If you're going to do a current song, but like I don't know, even like do a One Direction song or something, like unplug it. That would be good.
I feel like because on the red carpet she's so lively and such personality, I feel like we need to see that on stage.
On the show, yeah.
Yeah, because I feel like the people at home aren't really getting to see what we get to see
every week.
Well,
and also when we're seeing her on the show, she's in a room with Kesha, Ludacris, and Brad
True.
Paisley. Like, and then you have to sing in front of them. That's very intimidating.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I do hope she does something that shows off her personality more. But I don't think, I just hope she doesn't try to do a song too big, because I think she'll get lost in it.
True.
So she went second against Sunette.
Sunette.
I think is how you say it. And she sang Feeling Good. I thought she started off the song amazing. Like, so smooth, so pure. And then as the song went down, I kind of felt like she crashed.
Yeah, I kind of feel similar to that, but I still thought it was a very, very strong song choice for her.
See, I completely disagree. I wrote down she shouldn't be doing this big of a song. She should be tackling like a Sarah McLachlan song that's still super rangy and can show off her voice, but isn't like belty.
Interesting.
Because I think this song should be sang by like somebody with like a diva voice, like a Christina Aguilera or something.
True. Yeah, Christina would kill this song.
Would kill this song.
Yeah.
And I think her voice is more like straight toned and more pure. And she still can hit the high notes, but she can't hit them with like a punch. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She can just tickle them.
I wrote that it was a old school sexy vibe, kind of like a Gatsby type song.
Oh, I did hear that a little bit. And she does have that cool like raspy quality to her voice. The first time she sang Feeling Good, it was a little under pitch. And then I thought toward the end, I think because she thought the score would be higher. I don't know if they can see the score. This is just what I thought watching the score raise. I think she was realizing maybe not a lot of people were voting. And I think she got worse because she got in her head.
Yeah, that could be. I am curious if the first person going can see
what their score
is.
Because they have to be able to hear like when the judges do their arrows.
Or if they can even see that or anything.
Yeah. I guess we don't really know. It's the magic of television.
Maybe we'll have to ask them next week.
What we do know, though, is when Kesha swears in the show, we get to hear it live, and you all get it bleeped. So be jealous. we heard some fun cuss words tonight.
We were actually really, like, confused on the Twitter feed because everyone on Twitter is like, what did they bleep out on Kesha? And Jason and I are like, they didn't bleep anything out. Like, we full on heard it.
We're like, oh, we watched it before the 10-second delay.
Whoops.
So April won, but not by a lot, only by 3%.
3%, yeah.
And we will reveal the West Coast save at the end of the show, if that didn't give everything away just in that moment.
Good one, Jason.
So the final battle of the night was Austin French versus Adam James. And these two are like the identical same artist. Austin French sang I Don't Want to Be by Gavin DeGraw. How did you feel he did?
I just love Austin French. I think he's just so likable. And I can't even tell you if he was really that great of a singer tonight, but I just like him as a person.
But honestly, that's part of the package.
It is.
If he can sell that likability, that's all people care about. Vocally, on the other hand, it was lacking. I think if you're going to sing a Gavin DeGraw song, Gavin DeGraw is so insanely talented and has a lot of soul and rasp in his voice. And Austin wasn't bad, but I would never go onto iTunes and buy that song.
No.
Because he didn't do anything to make it his own. Gavin DeGraw sings it so well. If you're gonna cover somebody else's song, it either has to be better than them or completely different to want somebody to buy it.
I feel like Austin and Gavin DeGraw's kind of sound are almost too similar.
Yeah.
And so it was almost like we were bound to compare the two of them rather than be like, oh, well, you did a great version of it because he had a completely different sound.
And I think the song's maybe just a little too big for him.
Yeah.
Because his like middle range is pretty good, but he can't go as low as Gavin or as high as Gavin.
Yeah.
So it seemed almost very amateur.
Which
but
he is.
he is, but he's one of those two that I'm excited to see grow in the competition.
Yeah, I am
because
too.
he is so likable and he seems like a genuine guy. And what did he tell you tonight?
So he told me that next Saturday, or 2 Saturdays from now, the 2nd or 3rd, can't remember, August 2nd or 3rd or 1st, that Saturday, he's actually getting married and then showing up to the show the next day while planning his honeymoon at the same time. So he told me he booked it today.
He should wait to get married because that makes him lose all of his sex appeal. Because at least if he's engaged, there's still like a hope that they'll break up.
Yeah, can't they postpone this wedding like a
Yeah,
month?
like put your career first, Austin.
He's going to be quite busy.
You're not going to be a pop star if you choose love over fame.
I think he already has.
Yeah. Well, he went up against Adam James.
He still got through.
Yeah,
so
he did.
You know what?
Oh, you just, spoiler alert.
He got 81%.
That's true. Adam James was who he was up against, and Adam sang Free Fallin'. And I would have to say, after interviewing Adam tonight, I'm so much more attracted to him when I see him face to face. He looks a lot better in person. He's still cute on the TV. I kind of thought tonight, though, he was a poor man's Philip Phillips.
Yeah. I wasn't really impressed with the song.
He said, though, I don't know if you've heard John Mayer's version of this song.
No.
He said that he was trying to do John Mayer's version of it, which actually made a lot more sense watching it, because we watched it again the second time when we got back here. And I kind of got that more. And Ludacris actually told us tonight that he thought Adam was the most improved. So, and we don't really get to see how they sound, and we see like 3 seconds of how they sound in front of the judges based to how they sound when we sing them. So I bet that's why all the judges voted for him. Mm-hmm. Or, did they all vote for him?
Luda voted no, and Kesha and Brad both voted yes.
Oh, and Luda thought he was improved.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
That's very interesting. And I actually, not the whole time he was singing, but there was bits and pieces throughout the entire song where I was picking up a Goo Goo Dolls vibe.
Oh, that might have been smarter for him to do. Mm-hmm. I kind of feel like his voice, though, he should have done a Gavin DeGrasse song.
Like the two of them should have swapped,
Switched songs, yeah, because I feel like Austin's voice is a little sweeter and Adam's is a little raspier.
Totally, yes.
They should have swapped songs. I'm kind of bummed to see him go because he seems like a good guy.
Yeah.
Actually, everybody tonight was really sweet.
I really liked everybody who performed tonight. I mean,
I thought tonight was one of the stronger episodes.
Yeah, I think so too.
So we have a West Coast save. So how it works for the West Coast, if you listen on the East Coast, is basically out of the 3 that go, you have to beat the performer of the, like, your percentage has to go back and beat the performer of the West Coast. Mm-hmm. If none of them beat the performance, then I think it's just the highest score.
Yes, I think so.
So I didn't see, Sunette actually ended up winning. I don't know if she beat April's score or just got the highest out of the 3.
I think she probably, I don't know actually either. So comment, let us know.
Yeah.
But for the other 2 that were sent home, she definitely had way higher scores or percentages than the other 2.
I know, which is interesting because I think she had a higher score than somebody that made it through, right? Did she have a higher score than Austin?
No.
Oh, then I guess
Barely.
I'm completely wrong.
Macy Kate had 80 and Austin had 81 and she had 73. So it's pretty darn close.
Pretty close, yeah. Not as close as last week's, but...
Yeah.
Do you want to get into some news and gossip?
Yes.
AfterBuzz TV News.
So firstly, we have to say the ratings on the show are increasing. Once it got to the battles last week, the ratings went up. And I feel like maybe people get the show a little bit more. All the kinks are worked out. So go Rising Star.
Whoop, whoop.
So we were at the carpet tonight, and all of our videos will be on AfterBuzzTV.com and YouTube tomorrow. But in the meantime, check out our interview with Kesha. Hey guys, Jason Ikeler here, backstage at Rising Star with Kesha, all pretty in blue tonight.
Thank you.
So after tonight, who would you say was your favorite?
That's a hard one. I really liked Gabby's performance. She was channeling tonight. She was channeling some greatness, and she didn't go through, obviously, and I think it was for a number of reasons, but I'm hoping the West Coast could save her.
Awesome. And I want you to know I'm a member of your cat cult.
Thank you.
And I was thinking maybe we should meow one of your songs.
Okay, what do you want to do?
Want to do Die Young?
We could do Blow.
Blow. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow.
This place about to meow.
Meow, 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 meow. Woo! Thank you so much. That's me and Kesha meowing. Cross that off the bucket list.
It's like the best video ever.
I'm very excited that happened. So again, all the rest of the videos, none of them are that exciting. But they will all be up on YouTube tomorrow. So just search AfterBuzz TV Rising Star and you'll find them.
Yay.
Let's get into some predictions.
All right.
And now, your AfterBuzz TV predictions.
So after tonight, who was your favorite?
I'm still going to have to go with my girl, April.
Yeah, I would say April. And then I think from last week, Jessie. I have a feeling if there's a top 2, well, I don't know. There's a couple people next week that might be in it too. But from what we've seen so far, I would say Jessie and April are the top 2.
And I think if Macy Kate still performs the way that she did tonight going forward, she could take that top spot.
Yeah, I think she can surprise us because I think she's maybe not as likable as April is right now. But talking to her, she's so sweet. And I'm super bummed Gabriella Nicole didn't get through.
Yeah.
And I think it was because of her comments.
Yeah, and when you guys look up our videos, she kind of tells Jason a little bit about her comments and
she
stuff.
feels
so
bad.
She does feel bad, so make sure you check that out.
Awesome.
And feel bad for her.
Well, keep feeling bad. And you can feel good for us on Twitter and Instagram. That was a really good transition. Where can we find you, Heather?
You can find me on Twitter and on Instagram at Heather Joy Smith.
And you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Jason Ikeler. And you can find AfterBuzz TV on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at AfterBuzz TV. For Heather and Kylie, who's not here, I'm Jason Ikeler. And we will see you guys back in here next week.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.
Thank you for watching AfterBuzz TV on YouTube. For more of your favorite after shows and interviews, subscribe to our channel here, and be sure to share your opinion on the episode in the comment section below here. We'd love to see what you guys are buzzing about. Thanks again. Buzz you later.